Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? You may have noticed already we have a different location for this video. I moved downstairs, and the next six videos will probably have a different feel to them. We have 6 Saturdays until the election, so I thought that what I would do would be talk about my experiences with each of our six federally elected officials. And I'm not doing that to become partisan. I'm not doing that to sway a vote. I'm just doing it to tell you about the kind of people that I met and that I've been able to work with for the last few years when Kim and I have been going to Washington, D.C. for the fly-in, and certainly while we've been working on the advocacy for the CERTS Act and so forth. So I thought I would start from the furthest away, and then kind of work down to probably the most locally relevant and locally contested elections. And honestly, this first one, Abby Finkenauer, I don't even know if she's up for reelection. I don't know. Abby Finkenauer is a Democrat from the first district, House district in Iowa. She represents cities like Cedar Rapids, Cedar Falls, Dubuque, Grinnell, Independence, Marshalltown, Waterloo, and Decorah. So that's that kind of that northeast corner and so forth. So she represents that. She sits on the small business committee, and she also sits on the transportation committee. So frankly, in our work for advocation, she has been someone that Kim and I have been trying to work with quite a bit. So the way I figure it is, you watch these commercials for the politicians, and they tell you about their success stories. And I'm not going to diminish, and say that those weren't their success stories. But sometimes they want to leave you with the feeling like this is who I am. And I look at those things and I go, man, I don't know. Is the person that's running for this office, are they more focused on platforms, policies, politics, principles, or should we just judge them on the person that they are? And each of us will have to make that decision, and you will make your decision when you cast your ballot. But I'm just going to tell you about my experience with each of the people that are running for that are our federal representative. And again, I think she's running for office or re-election, but I'm not sure. And really, I have no real great reason to know and work with Abby Finkenauer because I don't own property in that district. I don't lease property in that district, and I don't live in that district where I can vote. So the only tie I have to Abby Finkenauer is that I have some of my employees and drivers that live in the Cedar Rapids area, live in the Grinnell area, and also because she's on the transportation subcommittee and she's on the small business subcommittee. So that obviously fits right into what my bailiwick and stuff. So okay, so what's been my experiences with Abby Finkenauer? Um, when Kim and I go to the fly-in, as of yet, we have not had the opportunity to meet with Abby and talk with her about some of the issues that we feel important. So we have never personally met Abby Finkenauer. Additionally, when we make our calls and send our letters and our emails to Abby Finkenauer's office, again, we have not had the opportunity to speak with Abby Finkenauer. We've spoken with one of her staffers, Michael, but we've never met and talked with Abby. So I don't really actually know where her platform is, where her policies are, where her politics are, where her principles are, and what kind of person she is. Our experiences with working with Michael in her office is a little mixed. We've had 4 conversations with Michael. Michael gets our emails weekly or more. Um, responds to a handful of them, a handful of them. Honestly, if we're just going to go from our feel, we don't think that Michael was engaged with the advocacy that we were really trying to push out. And I don't expect everyone we call to agree with my advocacy. That's not what I'm saying. But we didn't feel him even engaged with us until after Kim reached out with the Waterloo and the Dakota CVBs, Convention Visitors Bureaus, and asked them to contact and kind of help support the CERTS Act. And after that, we did see a little bit more engagement, conversational with Michael and stuff. But just a little bit. Abby was the last of the federally elected officials to sign on to the CERTS Act. So in Iowa, we have them all that have co-sponsored it now. She was the last to go on. So as a representative to Iowa, I can't tell you a lot about Abby and stuff. And again, I'm not trying to make this political. I'm not trying to make this partisan. Again, I'm just going to go through all 6 individuals and give you my take. And then if you live in those areas, then as you look to go and cast your vote, you can just use that in your discernment of who do you want to vote for and stuff. So I guess in closing, I don't really know a lot about Abby. Abby doesn't really have a lot of reason to engage with me. So maybe that's just where our relationship ought to be. But I can't tell you whether or not I felt strong support from her or not. Next week we'll be talking about Senator Loebsack, which I've always enjoyed my conversations with them. So we'll reach into Senator Loebsack, and like I said, week by week we'll be going through every one of our officials and stuff. So yeah, I think this has been a different video, right? Gumby is gone. He's not gone. He's still upstairs. But I thought I would make the feel of these a little bit different. I thought I would share with you or close with one last. Oh boy, now hopefully this will come up. One last note. I was talking. I had a couple of really great conversations, especially yesterday, and it was fun. I had some really nice conversations with some people, and it was really great timing for me and stuff. And one of the uh, one of the conversations that I had with a very close person to me reminded me of some comments that a gentleman, let's just say Jim, might have wrote about and talked about. And let me just read you a couple of sentences and just lay this out there and see how you feel. Uh, Jim once said, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." Wow. Wow. Have we been talking about the need for perseverance, right? As we go and navigate this whole situation and we navigate this COVID, the reliance of perseverance is been critical for our success, right? And I want you to think about Jim and what Jim had to say. Maybe I'll go, let's see, what else does he say? What else say? He said, let perseverance finish its work so that you may mature and not be lacking. So wait a minute. Are you saying that I'm being shaped for something else, or this is what I'm supposed to go through? Man, I don't know. I don't know if I like that idea, but you know what? It's probably an okay idea, right? So I don't know. Maybe we'll pick up with Jim next week and so forth. But just think about that. Think about how you're being formed, how you're being shaped by going through this experience, and what you're going to be more prepared to handle in the future. All right, guys. This video is way too long already. Hopefully you watched the whole thing, watch it to the end. Thank you so much for your time. Um, yeah, have a great week. Turn over every rock, look for every opportunity, and just strive to be better every day. Have a great day. Semper Gumby.